Hey everybody, welcome to a kind of pop-up episode of a little live video. I'm here with my buddy Feeney and my office mate and good friend Adam, who is a sales and marketing specialist. I'm lucky enough to co-work with a really awesome team. And I had planned for a while to talk about cease and desist letters, and Adam and I were talking about it. And the more we talked about it, the more I realized that I actually have a lot to learn from Adam about this topic. A lot of people think that when it comes to cease and desist letters, that it's like this legal document where you have to scare somebody into stop doing what they're doing. Usually it's because you think that they're infringing on your copyrights or trademarks. And so it's this angry letter where you're trying to intimidate them to knock it off. And I tell people all the time, usually in trying to intimidate isn't the way to go, because it's hard to force somebody to stop doing what they want to do. But there was a recent cease and desist letter that has circulated the internet that was done by Netflix. And it was really interesting because it was like the opposite of intimidating. Adam, we talked about it a little bit. What did you kind of pull out as things that were different about that made it not the normal cease and desist letter?
So Netflix is always trying to think ahead and be trend forward. It's very specific to their brand, which is what I love the most about them. The best thing about Netflix is the fact that they are always trying to do something different, even if it doesn't work. Like they've rolled out changes that I'm like, oh yeah, we're going back. Like that was clearly horrible. But they understand who they are, and as part of their brand, it's to not take themselves too seriously, which is the big thing that they really did with the cease and desist letter. Joey and I are here in Chicago, and my girlfriend actually loves Stranger Things, right? To an obscene amount, and so she lets me know, like, hey, there's this pop-up bar in my Emporium called the Upside Down.
So you knew about this before the letter came out?
Before the letter came out. So I got really excited about this. I was like, great. I love sci-fi stuff. I love that. Yeah. I was only halfway through the season, which I felt really bad about.
Oh, okay.
But we marathoned through, finished the season, and went to the Upside Down. Yeah. And it was great. It was amazing. They really tried to strike to the heart of the show, and they did a great job with it. I was so impressed with the time and the effort that they went to like put furniture on the ceiling, so it actually looked like you were upside down in certain parts of it. Yeah. They had themed drinks. They had a whiskey slushie that had a wedge of Eggo in the top of it. Like, it was everything. They really did their homework. Yeah. They really tried hard. And Netflix came through in true form, like anybody who has intellectual property, and said, hey guys, that's really cool. We love that you love our show so much. We can't wait for you to see season 2. On that note, don't remember signing a contract with you about this, and it was super tongue in cheek. It was very relaxed. The actual paragraph is, I'm even going to read it to you. Is, look, I don't want you to think I'm a total wastoid, and I love how much you love the show. Just wait until you see season 2. But unless I'm living in the Upside Down, I don't think we did a deal with you for this pop up. Like, clearly they're having fun. They're letting them know in a very firm way, like, you guys aren't technically on the legal end right now. So they break it down to, you guys are creative types. You guys are doing this. It's cool that you're doing this, but you have an end date set for this 6-week period. We need you to end there. We have our new season coming out. We don't want that to detract from what we're going to be doing in our new season. And so it's your job to end that thing out. And in the future, if you ever want to do something like this again, give us a call. We're more than happy to chat with you about it. Like, I love it. We want to do that kind of stuff, but you do really have to ask.
And didn't they sign it off like, or else we'll tell your mom?
Yeah, it was something along those lines. There's so many like little nerdy, gimmicky things that they threw into their one. They said that, we don't want to go all Dr. Brenner on you. Like,
I love it.
Like, I was so taken aback, and this really talks about brand consistency. Unfortunately, people don't understand that when they write a cease and desist letter that's going to another company, what they're doing is they're having them stop something that somebody else is putting time and investment in. Yep. It's going to hurt. Yep. It's going to hurt the other people. And I'm not saying that you don't have the right to or that you shouldn't, but how you do it makes a big difference, because the more impactful that letter is going to be on somebody else's business, the more likely they are to retaliate or to post it and make it go viral. So one of the things that you really have to make sure you're paying attention to is that your tone is firm but consistent. Right. You don't have to be a jerk about it though. If you threaten to like take every penny from them and whatnot, like you're going too far. You're taking it, you're taking it too bit. Most of these things can usually be settled by a nice letter or a phone call and a handshake. Like, hey, we really need you to stop this one. If we don't see it stopping, we're gonna have to send a formal cease and desist. But like, I noticed that you're infracting on this one. I have the right to write this up. But like, I just wanted to give you the heads up on this one. That I'm already doing this, and you know, I wish you all the best. Yeah. All the same, I just need to let you know what's going on.
So there were 3 specific things that they did in their cease and desist letter that I just thought was like spot on. The first thing was that, like we talked about, they weren't intimidating. Absolutely. They weren't scary. The second thing was they didn't tell them to immediately stop.
Absolutely.
They understood the reality of the fact that they were doing something cool and basically said, you guys can ride this out until this time, and then please stop. The third, and the reason why I love that, and the fact that they weren't scary, A, it's more effective, but B, they understand, like you said, that like these cease and desist letters can go public, and businesses like Disney and the NFL have gotten in a lot of trouble for sending threatening and scary cease and desist letters.
Because there's nothing better than Disney yelling at little Timmy's kindergarten classroom for, you know, showing something to the whole school.
Exactly.
Like, clearly he's 5. Like, we don't have to be yelling at public schools about this kind of stuff. It's not like it's happening all the time. And a simple like, hey guys, not cool is much more effective than we're going to close your school.
And the third thing that I really liked what they did, and I forget exactly the language that they used, but again, in a non-threatening way, they were very forceful in saying, we expect a response from you. Just confirming that you are going to stop it. And because getting that confirmation from the other side that they're going to stop is really powerful if they don't.
Absolutely.
Because that, you know, is a form of a contract and agreement when they respond back saying, we understand, we'll stop. And so I just thought that what they did was spot on. And I think that that's a really good space where someone in your background really has a lot to teach us lawyers.
Absolutely. Because I mean, the way that you phrase something, we understand that there has to be the right legal phrasing to make sure that the correct amount of information is getting across, so that somebody is either being informed of what they need to do or being warned of what they could be doing. And those are both incredibly valuable. But as your brand is what is being represented by this, or you personally, it can give you a black eye for months or years if you handle it poorly. So the most important thing to do with this is make sure that you're staying consistent with your tone. That no matter what happens, you're having solid conversations about what this could impact for both their company and your company. And the more severe it is, the more carefully you need to tread, because much like, you know, a lot of these larger corporations that have problems after cease and desist, they're going to get major backlash. They have lots of lawyers who can handle a lot of that backlash and maybe negative market share. But if your small business can't handle a firestorm like that, you may write a cease and desist and have be the last legal document your company ever sends out as it capsizes.
No, I mean, that's a great point. Like, this is something that you should really think about before you send. And it's one of the reasons why I tell people, you know, indie law really isn't the business of sending people templates, but especially with cease and desist letters, sometimes I'll put together some language for them, or they'll say, you know, oh, I can write it on my own and send it out. And it's just like, at least you want somebody to review it.
Yes, you could. But just be aware that if you're not doing it correctly, it could have those consequences. A lot of companies don't think about the fact that it can be reposted, it can be shared. I mean, there are, I mean, type in Google search, you can type in social media fails. And you can see all sorts of big companies who said stupid things on Twitter and it went viral. Talk about a legal document that's supposed to be binding or stopping somebody. That thing gets circulated. It has so much more weight. That's going to be picked up in the everyday news. That's going to be everybody seeing it. That's going to be a lot to have to answer for all at once. And you don't need that.
Well, I think this is a great conversation. Thanks, Adam. Before I let you go, one more thing, which is that I know that you're a Halloween and like horror movie buff.
I like my stuff.
What are some good movies or TV shows on Netflix that we can watch to get into the Halloween season?
Okay, so some of them are going to be classic. Some of them are going to be new ones you may not have heard of yet. First off, I got Joey hooked on this one. Train to Busan, go watch
You guys, it's amazing. It's so good.
He actually like live snapped me from it. He'd be like, oh my goodness, did this just happen? Amazing twists and turns, lots of heart. It really takes back to the whole human condition of zombie films, which is something I'm super, super passionate about. If you have little kids in the house, I recommend Coraline's on there, which is nice and trippy. You've got the Addams Family, which is one of the ones that I wanted to make sure that's one of my childhood favorites. Like I just love that one. And of course, Young Frankenstein is a Halloween classic for me. I watch it every Halloween night.
I love it
without fail. So that's a huge one. Some of the other ones that are a little more fun, they just dropped Donnie Darko onto Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you haven't gotten
a
chance, you absolutely have to. It's very trippy. It's not necessarily Halloween per se, but it is that right level of unsettling to kind of get you into the mood and spirit. They have Hellraiser on there. The Hellraiser series by Clive Barker is incredible. If you get a chance to watch through those. And then lastly, the final one that I'll mention, because it is both realistic and terrifying, give Jaws a rewatch. They've got the original Jaws still on there. There's nothing like watching somebody get eaten by a big fish to be like, yeah, no, that's a really good creature.
I have never actually seen all of it before, so maybe I'll have to add that to my list.
Maybe you will.
For this Halloween. All right, Adam, thanks so much. We really appreciate it. If you guys have any follow-up questions, let us know in the comments. I know that we didn't really share or give advance notice of this, and so I'll share this out into my group, into some other places. If you guys have questions specifically for Adam, feel free to add them in the comments, and I will tag Adam to make sure that he sees it. And again, Adam is a part of the AtRevenue team that I am fortunate enough to co-work with. They're a fantastic team. If you have any sales and marketing help and you guys are in need of some of that stuff, these guys are amazing. If you're in the Lakeview area, how often do you guys do your workshops?
We have a monthly revenue rally. It's the last Friday of every month. Awesome. That's all about sales strategy and technique and how you can better implement that to boost your business.
Cool. Yeah, we'll put a link to either like a description or our website or something so that people can learn more about it. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Jeannie. Talk to you guys later. Bye.